Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. First off, today is going to be a jam-packed day. Because I forgot to reschedule the Momiji versus Hero video, that went out at 6, even though I knew that we were going to get a skill preview for this incoming Soei. So I guess today is going to be a hero video, the skill preview, the summons, and then the should you summon. So, I mean, if you like listening to my voice, today is going to be a great day for that. But we have the skill preview for Soei. And, man. You know how I've been saying that Soei needs a redemption arc because his only summonable meta relatable character was total ass? Yeah, I think Bandai took that a bit personally. So, uh, let's just take a look at it. So, better Soe. Dark. Okay, didn't expect that. Kind of thought he was going to be water to get that spear, but sure, whatever. Looks like he's using a katana. So, I mean, if you have Summer Millum, she's got a dark katana as well. First skill, 80 points. Let's zoom in here. Let's not do that. Open image in new tab. There we go. Increases all magic characters' attack by 70% for one turn, and then increases all allies' synergy power by 50%. But if you use more than 300 skill points during this turn, you get a doubled effect for the synergy power. So you can get 100% synergy power. It's not the attack buff, because this has the parentheses one turn right after it, and then the synergy power has the one turn right here, and then a semicolon. So it's part of the secondary effect of the second skill. So this Soei is giving magic allies a 70% attack buff and a 50 or 100% synergy power buff on his first skill. Soei is kind of cracked for any magic team from here on out, right? We always talk about how good Violet is for a magic team because she's got a triple orb change and she's got a 100% magic attack buff. Yeah, Soei is doing a 170% buff for magic allies specifically. If you're just going to run him as is without magic, he's still going to get the synergy power for 100% if you use 300 skill points. So he's best used obviously on a stacking team that has 300 skill points to use in a turn plus this skill. Well, this skill can be included in it. But yeah, Soei is the new Violet, I guess, which makes sense because Violet is, creeping up on almost a year old. His second skill is unknown right here, but we do actually know most of it because the official account also posted a gameplay video for him showing off his ability to put that buff on. And if we look right here, this is Soei, and he's got a double orb convert. Well, a special convert to blues. So, literally, Soei is almost just the power crept version of Visions of Coleus Violet. His orb change is not as good, right? Because it's only a double convert, but his buff is 170% for magic allies now. We're on turn 9, and I mean, who knows? This double convert, it might be like Tempest Elite Benimaru's convert, which instead of being, the 10% buff, it could end up being the 30% buff that he has. Which, this is half of what makes Benimaru so good is that he's doing an extra 20% buff gauge on his normal standard convert. Now, the devs and the gameplay don't actually use this skill. Oh god, that's loud. So here is, a lot of power right here. And so this team on turn 9, Momiji does 4.7. I have no idea who's on the back line because it doesn't show. But they're running Momiji, Elmezia, and actually no, we could probably check that because he's got the skills. Oh, hold on, they're only running Blanc. There's no fifth unit. Oh, they might be dead, but okay. Um, so we've got the weakness strike. We've got Elmesia's buff. We've got the new Soei buff. We've got Momiji's buffs. We're missing a buff from somebody, probably Violet. And we've seen Momiji with the team currently do 15 million damage. So adding this kind of power to that team, because we currently don't have an attack buffer or a synergy power unit, right? We have synergy resistance, we have pierce power from Protector Betty Maru, we've got the ult and ult resistance down from Elmesia, the weakness strike from Blanc. Um, Hot damn, guys. This Soei is going to actually be kind of disgusting. So, I'm really glad that they made him a good unit, and we'll just have to wait and see what if he's got a 10% buff or a 30% buff on his orb change. But this also does mean that we can, well, if you pull him, you have a meta relevant character who can actually convert turn 1 for beatdown battle, because the starting hand is a special convert, which if you have Soei, he can handle that. And because Hakurio costs 35 points, he's not meant to be used turn 1. I kind of don't like that, but okay, it is what it is. But going over the rest of it, he's on Ogre's Pride, he's on Tempest Elite, he's on Stern of Spirit. So Tempest Elite, the actual meta was physical based, so they're not going to get this 70% attack buff, but they will still get synergy power if you want to run a team like that. But the Tempest Elite being a burst option and Protector Trainee is kind of ass. He's not really going to work that well unless you just make a full Tempest Elite team and just give them a different Protector, which can work because you can still benefit off of Tempest Elite Shuna's full orb convert if you have a team full of Tempest Elite. So it will definitely work for that. And then Shuna, is generically giving Pierce power. So I guess you just bring her and him, and then you could make any magic team, technically, I guess. Stern of Spirit is the Overlord meta, which the Overlord meta is magic focused. So, and Ainz gives himself a magic buff. No one gives attack on that team, I don't think. Stern of Spirit. Because Shizu's doing weakness strike, alt resistance down. Ainz is doing magic attack, guarantee crits, and despair. Albeto's doing stun strike and despair, and then Shoutir has the alt up and defense down. So this team could certainly use an attack buffer for Ainz. It's just that you need someone to also give synergy rate, which might be a little bit rough. So, I mean, you could shove him on there. You need 2 slots. So you're taking off, obviously, Shoutir. You're taking off Albedo. You're running Nabe for the orb change, plus Ainz, plus Shizu, which, yeah, leaves you with Soei and someone that has synergy. I guess Shuna, Idle Shuna, or he's on Commander, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess you could bring free to play Glenda. I guess. Who else? Who else gives synergy? Details for later. But the point of the matter is that this Soei is pretty good. He's got an AoE dark magic attack, 300%, and then lowers pierce resistance. So we have Momiji, AoE fire. We have Benimaru, AoE dark, which means that the third character, whether it be Shuna or Xion, whoever comes out around Monday or Tuesday of next week, is going to be a single target fire unit. So, I mean, this meta is actually shaping up to look very, very powerful. Because even Soei, Momiji, and Benimaru by themselves, they're going to do a butt ton of damage, even without, extra cracked out support units. So, man, what the fuck is this? Is that a circlet? New weapon type? Question mark? Interesting. All right, well, that's funny. I did find it weird because it's dark, because he's got a bunch of smoke, I guess. Whatever. All right. What else can I talk about for this video? Eh, not much. So I guess the team is going to look like not that. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Yeah, well, Kazuma's coming off because he's giving attack and he's doing an orb change. So I guess the only real issue is that we're gonna have a converter for Violet who's doing 2 orange and 1 green, and then we'll have the new Soei who's doing a 1 orange, 1 green. So we do have a triple green coverage, it's just that we don't have much, or we have triple orange coverage, we don't have a lot of green coverage. So if you get more than 2 green orbs trying to run this team, you're either sending a dead hand or you're just resetting. So, and I guess if you don't have Elmesia, you could just bring Hakuro, and that would solve pretty much all of your problems. So that is an option. I have a video going up later this week talking, revisiting Elmesia, just, in case you're wondering, now that she's got extra value because, Momiji and we're going to get another fire character. I'll save the opinions for that. But this Soei looks to be pretty good, and he's going to have the same exact banner as what Momiji and Benimaru have right now. So if we look at it, it's going to have Tempest Leap Benimaru, who's not really good for this team. It's going to have Shuna, Bride Shuna, and then Idol Shuna as the EX units. So, I mean, there is still value summoning for Soei. We don't know his full trait yet, though, and everything about his kit, right? But just based off the skill preview, he looks like he's going to be a pretty big-time winner, and he's going to have a lot of generic value for any blue team, especially Magic, moving forward, because he, again, is just the power-crept version of Violet, and Violet has been used heavily, constantly, for the past year now. So, I mean, he is still a single-featured unit banner, right? That is one very big downside to him. And if you've spent all your crystals trying to get Momiji and Benny and you have nothing for Soei, like, yeah, it's gonna suck. This Benimaru will come back eventually, though, so that you can take some little bit of solace in that. But, yeah, Soei looks really fucking good. Congratulations to Soei on his redemption arc. And I can't wait to summon for him later tonight in under 10, under 10 hours, right? Somewhere around there. Math is hard. It's 8:24 in the morning. I just woke up. I just got out of bed. Yeah, I'll see you guys later tonight. But let me know what you guys think of this Soei. Are you really happy or are you really sad because you have no crystals? Let me know. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.